Hey everyone, this is Alex or PolymomoTea, and today I have a tutorial showing how to make these cute little ice cream popsicle bars out of polymer clay and resin. And this may sound weird, but I'm really not sure if these look like ice cream bars or little poops. So let me know in the comment section what you think it is. So first we're going to make the template for the ice cream swirl, or the poop swirl. So I'm taking some scrap clay and I'm pinching it into a teardrop shape. Then using a needle tool, I'm making indents along the sides. So I'm putting one indent on one side and two on the other. And using the needle tool, I'm just blending in the indent inward so it looks more like a natural partition. And then I'm smoothing it out with my finger. And next I'm going to pinch the top of the swirl and curling it to the side. So for the popsicle stick, I'm taking some beige clay and I'm rolling it out into a fat cylinder, and I'm going to flatten it out. And I'm using the back of my blade to make a bunch of indents, flipping it over and adding some more indents. Then you want to bake the clay according to instructions, and here you have your poop swirl and your popsicle sticks. Next, I made a little mold out of my sorta clear mold maker. Next, I'm pressing in the little popsicle stick in some unbaked clay, and this will be my holder for the popsicle stick to be in the resin. Then I'm pouring some resin in some mixing bowls, and I'm adding some glitter, mixing it together, and I'm going to add a series of color dyes. So I'm adding some blue, some pink, some purple, and some white. Then I'm filling up the mold with the colored resin, so I'm just mixing them all in uncured. And once completely full, I'm adding in my little popsicle holder into the opening of the mold and letting that cure in the UV light. And when I pop it out of the mold, it looks like this. And very carefully, I'm using my blade to cut off the excess resin. Next, I decided to make a little bit of watermelon style, so I'm adding some opaque pink dye into my resin this time. And I'm pouring it into the mold until it's like 2/3 full. Next, I'm mixing up some resin with white opaque pigment. And adding a thin layer of white resin into my mold. And once filled, I added my little popsicle stick into it so it cures with the white layer. For the final layer, I'm adding some resin with some green pigment, and this is translucent green pigment, along with some glitters. And I'm adding that into my mold. And once fully cured, I'm popping it out of the mold, and it should look like this. For the third design, I decided to make a little bit of a galaxy design, so I added some glitters with some clear resin and some silver glitters as well. And I'm smearing the resin layer all over the outside of my mold, and that's so that the glitters can show and stand out. And I added some holographic star glitters on the outside as well, and I allowed the outside to cure. For the inner galaxy part, I added some resin along with some black dye. And I add the shiniest glitter mixture I could possibly find and mix it into my black resin. And I poured it into my mold. Now you want to kind of add it in small little increments or layers because it takes a longer time for the black resin to actually cure. And once fully cured, it should look like this. And now I want to add in my cute little faces. Here's my little collection of pre-made faces. And this is purely an optional step, but I'm adding a layer of UV resin glaze with a disposable paintbrush. And I'm adding in some dot eyes on a lined smile and letting that cure under the UV lamp. Once completed, here's the finished product, my cute little ice cream swirl popsicle. And I'm still not sure if it looks like a poop or an ice cream swirl. I definitely made it to emulate like the soft serve ice cream, but it can look like poop. Like, you know, like the stereotypical poop symbol. But I guess I'll create a poll or something. Let me know what you think it looks like, ice cream or poop. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video and thank you for watching.